In this video, we are going to see if-else statement in Move programming language. Now, the syntax is quite similar to C++ or any other programming language, but let's see this if-else statement with an example. The basic thing is you write if identifier, and then in this round bracket you write your expression. Now this expression can only give result in true or false. You cannot pass in an integer and expect it to give an output. It will throw an error. For example, in C++, if you pass 0, then it consider it as false. But in this, you have to pass an expression. I can pass something like this. This is false, so else will get executed. So you have to pass an expression that result in true or false. Next. And then this curly bracket, you write your x if expression, and next you will write your else expression. Now let's take a simple example. Let's pass it and marks. Let's say if marks are greater than 50, then we will print we will use UTF-8 to print the string. We will pass it a, let's say, for an example. If marks are less than or equals to 50, then this will get executed, the else statement. So let's see this example, how this works. So we will call this function control flow. We will pass both the cases, value for both the cases. Let's see the output. Mm. Okay, sorry, it's ampersand, not here. We always pass ampersand in print statement, print function. Let's see this. You get an output. In the first case, we pass the value as 98, which is greater than 50. So this if expression will get executed, this if statement inside this curly braces. But in the second case, the input was given as 45. So this else statement will get executed. You can see the output for both the cases. And like in other cases, other programming language, there is an extra thing, the else if statement. Similarly, in move also we can write else if statement. Let's make it as 90 and this as, let's say, 80. You can write as much if else you required for your programming. There is no limit in this. C, B, C. You can see the output according to the, like in first case we pass it 98, which will, of course, this statement will get executed because this is true in this case. Then in the next case we pass it value of 85. Now this will not get executed because it's false. The expression inside this statement is false, but in this this expression is true. 85 is greater than 80, so this will get executed. And in the last statement 45, this will get executed because above two statements are false. This expression is false and so does this expression. Now let's see another thing that I want to share with you is that if else can act as an expression and can return a value, and we can store this value in a variable. Let's see this with an example. Let's say if marks are greater than, let's say, 70, then I want to store this result in A. Like this is a bright student. Else, I will store uh, this is uh, let's say this student needs some work to do some work. Let's say example. Okay, so if the marks are greater than 70, then this will get stored in this A. If it's less than 70, then this will get stored in A. So let's see if this works or not. Let's return this or just simply print it here. Let's return this. Okay, this is a vector U8. Let A equals to this. Now let's print the output. Also, this is vector 8. To convert it to string, we will use UTF-8. Let's pass it as 66 as an input. Okay, let's see this works or not. Okay, so you can see the output as in the first case it is 98. So this is true. So this gets stored in the A. So you can see the output. This is a bright student. And in the second case, we pass it 66. So it stored this as an this statement in A. And you can see the output as this student needs to do some work. So basically, this is an expression. Uh, if there is a block in no programming language, and let's say this is a statement 1, this is statement 2, 3. So the last statement is your, uh, this statement is the result of your expression. So this is the expression that we are returning. For example, similarly, this function is also an expression block. And this is the last statement that we are returning. You have noticed if you are practicing some move, then you have noticed that this also work without this return statement. Why? Because this is an expression block, and the last statement without semicolon always get returned, is always the value of your expression block. So it automatically get returned. Let's see if this works or not. You can see this also works. This A get returned, and we are storing this in this variable and then using it to print, using it again. So this was all about if-else statement. In the next video, we will see loops, in which we will cover break and continue, quite similar to the C++ or other programming language. Thank you.